Hi, I'm Dr. Janine Johnson. I'm putting this video together for my patients and for really anybody on how to diminish the impact of stress on their lives. Now, the only way not to have stress is to be dead. So we all have stress. There's physical, chemical, emotional stresses that we're dealing with every single day. There's really no way to avoid them, but we can diminish the impact. And we can do that by consciously making some decision and choices on how we're going to process stress. One of the first things I'm going to go over is, it's called square breathing. So what you're going to do, when you have a negative thought, what happens? You tighten up, right? We shallow breathe. Our breath becomes shallow. We're going to breathe in for 7 seconds, hold it for 7, let it out for 7, and then don't breathe for 7. I want you to try to do these exercises 3 to 5 times to really help diminish the impact of the stresses that you're dealing with. The next one's called wall angels. You're going to take a deep breath. Your hands are going to go over your head. You're going to bring your shoulders down so your elbows are behind you. Bring them down. It's going to help to pull our shoulders down, stretch out our chest, help us relax. Now from the side, it's going to look like this. We're going to come up and we're going to pull down, and our shoulders are going to come down like that. Next one is called shoulder drops. What happens when you're stressed out? Your shoulders come up like this. So what I want you to do is I want you to shrug them up, take a deep breath, and let them down. And I want you to do that a few times throughout the day. Next one's called breath of life. So just say you don't have time to do the square breathing, you don't have time to do the wall angels. Anybody has time to do this. You just take a deep breath in, blow out all the stress. Next one, 60-second smiley face. This one's fun because you're gonna kind of feel silly doing it, and you may get other people to laugh with you. But laughing relaxes the brain. Even memories of laughing will relax your brain. So for 60 seconds once a day, I want you to smile real big in a public place. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to make other people feel better too. Next one's called 2-minute timeout. Think of yourself like a hot air balloon. Throughout the day, the stresses start to build and start to build and start to build. So by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you feel like you can't digest your lunch. Everything feels so tight. Or you get into a problem, you're working on the computer, you can't figure it out. You're getting overwhelmed with things. What you need to do is 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 times a day. I want you to walk away from your desk, even just for a few minutes. You'll come back, you'll be better focused, and you'll just feel better about the situation. You'll be able to deal with what you need to deal with at that moment. The next thing you can do is gargling. Now, I'm going to show you a model of the brain. This is just half the brain. The medulla, which is part of the brainstem. There's the mesencephalon, the pons, and the medulla make up the brainstem. And cranial nerve 9 and 10 are affected by gargling. And so when you gargle, that relaxes the brain. You can do this in the shower. So the water's coming down, you get some water in your mouth, you gargle A, B, C, spit the water. More water in your mouth, D, E, F, G, spit the water. So you get the idea. You go through the alphabet. It's going to help relax your brain. It's a neurological tidbit that I'm sure you didn't know about. It's going to help relax your brain. Next one's called course correction. Now, we all have internal dialogue. Unfortunately, many people have negative internal dialogue, whether it's from their childhood, they didn't get the right support, they were told negative things, or they just picked up negative thoughts about themselves throughout life. Maybe they're perfectionists, beat themselves up over why was I so stupid, why did I do this or that. You need to change your thoughts. Now I know this sounds really simple, maybe oversimplified, and you may need to do it hundreds of times a day. But you need to change your thoughts and give yourself a break. Nobody's perfect. You did the best you could. You make the best judgment that you can at the time. But change your thoughts and move on to the next thing. And the last one is what I call turn the beat around. What you're going to do now, I don't want you to do this if you have dizziness problems or if you can't walk heel to toe without falling over. Don't do this next exercise. What you're going to do is take your thumb, your right thumb, you're going to put it out in front of you. And then you're going to spin 360 degrees. You're going to take 40 seconds to do that. What that does, it fires off the right vestibular system, it shoots over to the left part of your brain, and it calms your brain down. So a few things, really simple, but really effective. I hope that you'll internalize these things. And if you want to learn more about my unique approach, I'm a chiropractor. I also focus on functional neurology, looking how the brain functions. I use brain-based therapies. I use advanced lab testing to help many chronically ill patients. So you can check out more of what I do. Go to my website, www.crystal, C-R-Y-S-T-A-L, lakechiro.com. I'm on YouTube, Dr. Janine, Janine Johnson, Johnsson. You can also call and ask for a copy of my book called Solving the Mystery of Your Chronic Condition. My number is 231-882-5533. Thank you.